Alright guys, it's Lance. I'm back again. I'm going to talk about a topic that comes up all the time. When and if you should get fitted. Usually with new golfers or golfers that have been golfing for a little while and their game's picked up and they think they need some new clubs to take their game to the next level. My personal experience is getting fitted is okay. For me, it was a waste of time. I've been fitted twice. The first time was about 12 years ago, and it was by a master fitter. And the second time was about 3 years later, when my game had gone up dramatically. I'm about a 12 handicap. I was about an 8 handicap when I used to play 4 to 5 times a week. I don't get that chance anymore. Thanks, kids. But here's my reason for this. I got fitted for Ping G15s when they first came out. Which is a game improvement iron. At the time, I was probably like a 20 handicap. Then a couple years later, I got down when I was playing all the time to about a 9 or a 10. And I wanted to get away from the game improvement iron and go more towards a player's iron, which I was fitted for the I-15s. I hit them okay. I wasn't as impressed as I thought I would be when I got them out on the course. And my findings years later is this. One, nobody knows your game better than you do. You can go get fitted by a million different people. You're going to get a lot of different answers, I'm sure. But they don't know your game. They're with you for maybe a half hour, 40 minutes that it takes to get the fitting. You spend more time than that playing 9 holes. Okay? Which brings me to my second point. When you go and get fitted, you're getting fitted one of two places. And it's usually just one. You're indoors, hitting into a net, hitting into a simulator, something where they can get some computer data on you. Yeah, they'll throw some tape on the club to see where you're hitting the ball and adjust your lie and everything. It's scarce now, a lot more scarce than it used to be. You used to be able to get fitted out on the course, but time, money, you're very lucky if you find somebody that does that anymore. You will still find some fitters that will take you out on a range. But that means that the fitter is usually at a golf course, and there aren't a lot of courses that are still fitting people. With that said, in my experience, guys, I hit a rack set. If you don't know what a rack set is, it's just going to Dick's, Golf Galaxy, any golf place, and just buying a set off the rack. They're standard length of lie. I hit those better than the clubs that I was fitted with twice. Reason being, when you're getting fitted, you're hitting in perfect conditions. A perfectly flat surface. A perfect tee box. You've got no wind, no anything. You've been swinging for 20 minutes maybe compared to the 2.5 hours you're going to play. What I do, and again, this has worked for me the past 5 years. I will kind of do some research if I'm looking for new clubs. Kind of see what's catching my eye, check out the reviews. And then I'll see if any of my buddies that I golf with, have something like that, or even a similar brand. And I'll say, hey, man, let me borrow those for a day. Let me go play 18. Let me play 9. Let me take them to the range, something. Or I'll go to a used sports store. Like where I live, they have Play It Again Sports, where they have tons of golf clubs that you can buy. And if you don't like them, you can return them. Guys, that's a perfect opportunity to buy a club that you're looking at buying and taking it on the course, getting real world play with it, not simulated play in a simulator off a mat. Guys, you don't get anybody that's golfed, which I would hope you've golfed if you're looking to get fitted. You don't hit in perfect conditions when you're playing on the course. You ever hear the saying, you got to practice like you play? You got to get fitted like you play too. Both times I got fitted, I was okay with the clubs. But when I can go out and hit a rack set straighter and maybe farther, depending on the club, that raises my eyes. Like, why? That should not be the case. When I get fitted, as long as my swing is consistent, which, being an 8, 10, 12 handicap, your swing is usually pretty consistent because you're shooting in the high 70s, low 80s on average. There shouldn't be that big a discrepancy when you're hitting a ball. With my Ping I-15s, the player iron, I was hitting, I would call it a heavy fade. Not a slice, but a heavy fade. My ball flight was left to right. and I traditionally hit a straight ball. I can't draw it. I mean, I guess if I really wanted to try it, I could do it, but I want my natural swing, and I hit a straight ball. So with my fittings, and I'm hitting a heavy fade, that I want to know why. It's not because of the flex in the shaft or anything like that. Trust me, guys, I've been there. I've got about a 97, 98 mile an hour swing speed, so I swing a stiff shaft. Just recently, I purchased a set of Burner 2.0 irons, where at this point they're some years old, but they're still up there. They had regular flex shafts in it, but I bought them because I've always been intrigued by the Burners. So I figured, hey, I can get a set for $90. It's 4 through gap wedge. If I don't like them, I can trade them in at Dick's for the same amount of money. I didn't care for them because they had regular shaft flex, and like I said, I'm a stiff flex guy. I sold them on eBay for $187, so I more than doubled my money with that. And I got to hit them to see if I liked them, which they weren't bad. But I'm going more of a traditional route. I'm going to go back to the old DCIs, which they're a pretty good set. A lot of people still play them. A lot of people still game the DCIs. But it's going back to my saying, nobody knows your game like you do. So why are you going to get fitted, or why are you going to practice differently than what you play? It's a bad combination. And I see a lot of people do that. I know I kind of went on about that. I just kind of want to give my input. Think outside of the box when you're going to get fitted. That's if you get fitted. The other question is, when should you get fitted? Again, you know my philosophy. I don't think you should. Find some clubs, take them out, hit what you like, see how your ball flight is. Once you get more into your game and you are a sub 10 handicap, then it may be a little more important to get fitted for different things. Maybe kind of upgrade your shaft depending on your ball flight. Maybe you want a high ball flight. Me, I like a low ball flight. I play in drier conditions. I get more distance out of a lower ball flight. That way the ball can just roll and roll and roll. But that's when you're getting into different things, different kicks and different shafts. Which driver shafts, any shaft, but a driver shaft specifically has a low kick, a mid kick, and a high kick. That's how your ball flight goes. Most amateurs don't even know anything about kick points. Most amateurs have no need to know about a kick point because, let's be honest, most amateurs are just trying to hit the ball straight, keep it in the fairway. That comes back to, when you get fitted. If you're not hitting a consistent ball, personally, I don't see the point in getting fitted. That means your swing. You got to get your swing somewhat consistent first, somewhat of a decent swing. Because if you don't have a decent swing, guys, you will get fitted. The club fitter is just going to he won't tell you this and won't show you, but he's just going to get annoyed in the long run, and he's going to keep it to himself, and he's going to be like, oh yeah, you just need this set of clubs. Will they all do that? No. Have I seen some do that? 100%. 100% I've seen people do that. Because people go and get fitted far earlier than they're ready. Will I ever get fitted again? No, never. I just need to know what my swing speed is, and I can go from there. I'll find some clubs to hit if I like them, and go from there. But that's pretty much it for getting fitted, guys. If you have any questions, or you want to know some more of my experience, just leave them in the comments. And I check it out daily, so I'll get back to you ASAP. Thanks for watching.